Lately it's hard.
Hello, I'm Simon.
Hello, I'm James.
Hello, I'm Ben.
And we are Biffy Clyro, and this is What's Your Flow on Deezer. This is our flow.
I'm on the turn, so I'm gonna like an animal. 'Cause lately it's hard to let you know there's no return.
The first song that Ben and James listened to this morning was a Biffy Clyro. Why was that then?
Because we were listening to the radio and they couldn't really work out because of the language barrier whether it was guests phoning into the radio station or whether it was actually the broadcaster themselves. But somebody was doing a really good job of singing a bunch of our songs, and some new songs. There was Animal Style, there was some old songs, Christopher's River. And it was a really nice way to spend 15 minutes in the car this morning hearing somebody doing a great version of our songs.
There's nothing says egomaniac like listening to your own music in the morning. It's the truth though. It was an accident. It was an accident. To play Biffy Clyro, that's our flow.
Yeah, that's how you get up in the morning.
That's how you get up.
I can't tell if I'm being slightly biased. I have a band in mind from Scotland, and we're always really, we do get slightly biased when we talk about bands from back home, because of course you want people to do well. But there's a young band out of Dundee called Model Airplanes who are doing really well. We saw them at a festival in Switzerland the other week, and it's always exciting to see young guys just starting out in their journey, and they were so excited to be in a foreign country, and it's really nice to witness that. It reminds us of when we first started to travel as a band, and there's just something amazing about taking your music to new places and meeting new people, and I think you'll be hearing a lot of Model Airplanes in the coming years. We just listen to depressing music mostly.
Yeah, how do we? I tell you, there's a song by a guy called Zebra Cats that gets us in a really, really good mood, and it's called "I'm a Reed."
Oh yeah.
And it's one of the most minimal kind of productions I've ever heard in a song, but it's a really kind of, it's quite aggressive, it's quite edgy, but for some reason it puts me in a right good mood. So if I want to get in a good mood, I fling on Zebra. And the funny thing is, actually in his album he has exactly the same intro to the first 6 songs of his album, which I can't quite understand. It's brilliant.
Genius.
Thumbs up. So yeah, Zebra Cats, I'm a Reed.
Why'd you waste your time with me? I'm just an animal. Can you realize?
My guilty pleasure is probably Joyride by Roxette. Now, I love Roxette. It Must Have Been Love is one of the greatest ballads ever written. Love it. But there's nothing shameful about that.
No.
Joyride is where the shame comes in. Because it's one of those kind of weird kind of pop songs that kind of wouldn't be made anymore, you know, but it's a beautifully written song, and I really think Roxette's music has stood the test of time. And I almost went to see them last year with my brother, but we didn't end up making it happen. So yeah, couldn't get tickets. But yeah, Roxette, Joyride. Come on, join the joyride. Brilliant. We are all married. Show those rings, boys. Show those rings, boys. Never happened. And it's never going to happen again. We'll just say our first dances. My first dance was God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, which is quite a funny kind of perspective on love as well for a first dance. But yeah, that song just makes me think of love.
But mine was going to the chapel. We weren't in a chapel, we were on a beach, and we didn't have a first dance. But my wife got to choose the music, so I've got her to thank. Well done.
Nice.
Good choice.
Mine was Rock With You by Michael Jackson. Because that's it.
Very romantic.
I want to rock with my wife. And we do.
Well, I have a few lyrics tattooed on my body. One from Red House Painters, which is glass on the pavement under my shoe. Without you is all my life amounts to. And I think that's a beautiful sentiment that kind of explains love a lot better than some more explicit things can. Because love is double-sided. You know, it can bring you moments of supreme joy, but it can also make you more upset than anything in the world. So Mark Kozlek from Red House Painters, that lyric is just, I think it's from Katie's song, and it's just one of the most beautiful lyrics, and I think it sums up a lot. And also, we will rock you. What a lyric! What a lyric!
Can't be better.
Cannot be better. It's as simple as that.